Hello, hello. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Can you show me the live centers? How are you all? Please write something and let me know that you can hear me clearly, you can see me. And please mark your attendances, all of you. No one is there. So in the last class we have completed conic section, right? That was the hyperbola. We have discussed horizontal hyperbola and the vertical one. No, that is not the correct terminology for that. We should say that one is the transverse, right? The hyperbola, the normal one, and the other one is conjugate hyperbola. Conjugate hyperbola means the vertical one that opens in vertical direction like this. Okay? And the normal hyperbola extended one is this. Horizontal. Is that clear? So yes, we have discussed about ellipse, about hyperbola, the different equations. I mean equations in different cases. Then also we have seen what is the focus directrix, right? How we find these vertex focus directrix in parabola, then ellipse, then hyperbola. So all of this we have covered, right? So at board level, I would say we are done, right? For boards, we are done with the conic section. So now we will study the next chapter, that is that will be introduction to 3D, three-dimensional geometry. Okay, and last 5 topic, if I see, starting from the straight line, then circle, then parabola, then ellipse, and finally hyperbola. So all these 5 were 2D geometries, 2D figures, right? A straight line is always a 2D. You know, you can plot a line in a plane. A plane means a wall, any XY coordinate Cartesian system, a board, like that. Similarly, for parabola, for circle, for hyperbola, ellipse, all these 5 figures can be plotted on a plane, on a 2D plane. Is that clear? 2D plane means it would have only 2 dimensions, like x, y, length, width. It would not have height at the same time. Is that clear? So this is all about the 2D. Now we will study 3D. But again, in 11th class, there is not much about 3D in 11th class particularly, right? You know, we will just define what is 3D. We will introduce, the all formulas, basic formulas, how a 3D will look like, what are the figures we can actually study in 3D, like sphere, cone, 3D cone, well, like that. Cylinder is also a 3D geometry. Okay. In earlier classes, you have studied about what are the surface volumes, I mean surface areas and volumes of all these figures. Okay, all these 3D figures, 3D solids. But now we will study about the plane, 3D plane, X, Y, and one more, Z coordinate. Right? We would not discuss a lot about these figures. Okay, these are just the example, and that's it. But in 12th class, we will do a little more about them. Okay, like lines in 3D we will discuss, right? Equation of plane we will discuss, equation of sphere. If we'll get time, we will also cover sphere in 3D. So all that we are going to cover. Is there anyone? Please respond something. Excuse me. क्या करना है भैया? क्या करना है? हाँ जी वही, अभी माइक ऑफ है. Okay, one more time. Is there anyone? Itanagar, Shillong. Anyone? Please respond something. I request all the centers to respond something to write on IMS, please. Or else, if there are coordinators, they can also respond. Please write something so that I could know exactly what is the situation right now. Please write something, coordinator. Kohima, okay, all right. Thank you, Kohima. So, yeah, good evening. So, what is your attendance at Kohima Center? All right, that's great. Now we can start. So, Kohima Center, please mark your attendance and tell me how are you. Only one, all right. What is your name, beta? What is your name? Rahul Kumar, very good. Rahul, do you know Hindi? Rahul knows Hindi. Very good. That's great, Rahul. So, where are you from, Rahul? Let's chat for a while so that we can wait for the other students to come. Otherwise, we'll start. Of course, we will start then. So, where are you from, Rahul? Bihar. Okay. Particularly, which place? Motihari, all right. Narkatiyaganj, Motihari, है ना? All right, I got it. So yeah, Rahul, I was in Dhanbad for 4 years. No, I did my graduation from IIT Dhanbad, so I was there. It's in Jharkhand actually, not in Bihar, but graphically yes. So Rahul, I request you to please update the attendance as the other student will join you. You are supposed to tell me, sir, 2 or 3, the total attendance. Right? So now beta we will start 3D geometry. So next chapter is Introduction to 3-dimensional geometry, 3D geometry. Okay. So like 2D XY coordinate, there will be XYZ coordinate. X, Y, other than X and Y, there will be one more coordinate, which is one more dimension, which will be Z. Okay, and now again, as in 2D Cartesian plane, we did this minus X, so here it is also minus X. This is minus Y, and this will be the minus Z. Now I'll give you a feel of this X, Y, Z coordinate. Okay, plane is basically 2D plane is basically a board, a ball, right? A ball or a board, white, black board like that. Okay, 3D is basically a room, a classroom, where you have 3 dimensions. You have some length, you have some width, right? You have some length, you have some width, you have some height. Okay, cube, cuboid. Alright, here you see, this is your origin 0, 0, 0, as we have 3 X, Y and Z coordinates. So any point P in general, I would be writing X, Y, Z. Okay. If suppose this is the X, right? This is the X, or let me do with this, right? Can you see this clearly? If this is suppose X axis, positive X axis, this is your Y positive, right? So what is Z axis? This one or this one, towards me or away from me. Can you tell me which is the Z direction? This completely is Z, I agree, right? This completely is Z. But is this one plus Z or towards me plus Z? There is a rule called right hand thumb rule. So what you have to do is, suppose X, Y, Z. So what you have to do, you will put your thumbs in the X, your fingers basically, curl your fingers in the X direction, right? And then rotate in the direction of Y, like this, okay? So the direction of your thumb, the right hand thumb, will be the direction of Z coordinate. Is that clear? So if this is X, positive Y, so positive X, positive Y will give you positive Z, means this one, right, towards me. Is that clear? So on the paper itself, you see this is X, Y, Z. Is it clear? X, Y, Z. What we call it? Above the plane. If I show like this, it will be in the plane, and this means something is coming out. This is outer. Basically this is in the plane, this is above the plane, right? This direction, when we do this cross, whenever I'll do this cross, or in mathematics or physics, this is really very helpful. Sometimes there are some chapters called EMI, E and F in physics, not in mathematics. Electromagnetic effects, electromagnetic induction, right? So all that you will be when you will be doing all these chapters now, you will get symbols like this. This is the field direction of electrical field, magnetic field, or this direction like this, dot 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 cross 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 cross. Okay, so that time it will be really helpful. Means if cross sign in the plane, please in the plane, always remember in the plane. If dot sign, dot means outside the plane, right, or above the plane, towards you, basically towards you, away from you, like that. Because this chapter is more easy than is actually seems to be, but it is very easy, right? Okay. Now likewise in 2D, as we do 4 quadrants, if this is your x, y, this is x, y, minus x, minus y, and here we will get 0, 0 the origin. So here we get total of 4 quadrants, right? If 2 axes, you will get 4 quadrants. If you have 3 axes, x, y, z, so you will get total of 8 octane. 8 octane. Okay? 8 octane. Now what are these octane exactly? You see, the classroom where you are right now, no? Just consider that classroom. Now what you have to do is you have to make some partitions. What partition? You divide 2 equal. The classroom is there, now the classroom, you divide it in length into equal halves, like this, and again like this, in height, right, in height. Vertically, when you will divide into equal half, you see how many parts you will get. First of all, there is a complete box. If you will do this kind of separation, you will get 2. I mean, you have to do 3 total of basically x, y, z, right? So if there is a room, you will do first, you will get 2, right? 2 halves. This is called half actually. If you will do one more, suppose this is 1, this is 1, let's do this one. So how many you will get? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 separation, you will get 4. Now if you will do this one, in the height, you will get total of 4 and 4. So total of 8. Is that clear? So 8 octane you will get. Now as in case of 2D, we used to do this. First quadrant we will get both positive, positive, positive. In second quadrant we will get x negative, y positive. In third quadrant we get minus and minus, both negative. And in the fourth quadrant, my dear student, we get plus and minus. X will be plus, whereas y will be minus. So similarly here we will do, let's find out the coordinate, the signs in all the given 8 octane. Like if I'll give you a question 2, 4, 3, so I'll ask you what is the octane number in which this point is lying. Okay, so let's do that. Sorry. Alright, so this is the actual situation. You see, this is a room, right? This is your room. Okay, now you have to do 1, 2 and 3. These 3 planes you have to divide. When you will divide by these 3 planes, you will get total of 8 octane. How is it? You see, one, 2, to equal half, and you'll see here it is very weird now. I should not do this. Things are a little scary, I guess. This much is okay, I guess. Huh? This much is okay. Okay. Very, very thin line. I'll show you with the very help of very thin line. Just imagine if this is the cut, right? This is the one plane. Like this. Okay, this is one other plane. Okay, and this is the third one. This is 1, this is 2, this is actually 3. This is actually 3, third one. Alright. So these are the plane. I am not going to put the sign here like plus minus minus. That will be very messed up then. But for now you can understand these three planes at least. One is XY plane, one is YZ plane, and one is ZX plane. Okay, we will give the equations to each and every plane and the axis. But before that, let's do this. Octane coordinates of a point. Topic is coordinates of a point in space. Point in space. Signs of coordinate. Okay, octane or signs of coordinate. Let me make a table now. Octane or coordinates. This is X, Y and Z, and here you have first quadrant, the second quadrant, the third quadrant, the fourth quadrant, fifth quadrant, sixth quadrant, seventh quadrant, and here is the last one, eighth quadrant. Make the same table, please, everyone. This is very important. In boards or in schools, you will get direct question. They will give you a point and will ask for the octane, which octane in which this point is lying, right? And if you do not remember the sign convention, plus minus minus plus, you'll definitely will cut your marks then. So it's really important then. Okay, now let's see. First octane means plus plus plus. Okay. In second octane, what you have to do is you have to make your x negative. Rest will be positive and positive. Only x is negative. So what you have done is basically this is nothing but if there is origin, okay, so what we are doing is basically first to second, how we are getting from first to second? By making x positive to x minus, means we have just done right to left. There is no change in x or y. I mean there is no change in y or z, only changes in over the x coordinate. Means if this is right, so that will be left. But above in the positive y and in the positive z, like that. Okay. Now in third, we have to do minus and minus. We will make y minus, rest is plus. So basically we are doing one and one more minus, that's it. In the fourth, you will get what? This is plus, this is minus. Now please think about it, why it is 4 and what quadrant it is. If you have a room, you have divided all these 8 octane. So my request to you, please, this is very important to understand, this is plus plus plus, right? If this is plus, see basically this one is outer plane, in the outer plane 1, 2, 3, 4 octane. In the inner plane, you know, behind this we have more 1, 2, 3 and 4, so 8 octane. So what I am saying is, if this is suppose x, y and z, right, x, y, z, z positive is towards me, so accordingly you have to answer now. X, y, z, first quadrant, all three positive, means right, y positive, z positive, right, towards me. So this one is the first octane. Right? This is the first octane. Second is minus, x minus. So here I'll come, right, towards me, upward, but in the left. This is the second octane. I think it is clear, right? So first, second. Now third is minus minus plus, means y you have to do minus, but in the z again same. So towards me, only towards me, but negative y I'll come down in the left, because x is also negative. So first, second, third. Is it clear? Third. Now fourth is plus minus plus. Let's understand this, right? First, second, third. Fourth is x plus y negative z plus, right? That means come in the right, in the same, towards me, that plane only, towards me. So first, second, third and fourth. Here you see x positive, y negative, z positive. So this is what your fourth octane. First, second, third, fourth. Is it clear? Now fifth is plus plus plus, minus, and minus plus minus. Let me understand you what is this plus plus plus. Plus means x positive, y positive, z negative. So this is, so far we have we were not seeing me till then, no? Okay, so I think 4 till 4 we are clear. Till 4 we are so clear, right? Let's come to the fifth and sixth now. Fifth octane is plus plus minus, right? Plus means right, plus means upward, minus means against, away from me, right? So basically 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now away from me, here I'll come, and this is what? The fifth. I think this is fifth, this is sixth, this is 7, and this is 8. Is this clear, everyone? So this is sixth, and in seventh you will get minus, minus and minus, all three negative, in the left, in the downward, away from me. Okay, so all three minus. And lastly we have got plus, minus and minus, which is nothing but your eighth one, where x is only positive, y negative and z negative, like that. So please remember this octane system, because I can give you some point where you have to answer it using this table x, y, z. There is some logic also, like as you can see directly, You don't have to remember plus minus, you just have to remember which octane is, where is this octane particularly, where is this third octane, fifth octane, sixth octane, like that. If I'll give you a question, my dear student, if I'll give you a question, suppose 3, 4 and minus 5. Identify which octane this point is lying, in which octane this point is lying, 3, 4, minus 5. Now x positive, clearly x positive, this is also positive, this is negative. So Z is negative, X and Y positive. So how we will do? Very fast here, Rahul, very good beta. Let me check whether you are saying it correctly or not. Plus plus minus, so answer is fifth. You can see in the table. But just forget the table, plus plus minus. So what do you realize? What do you actually start thinking of? Plus means X positive, Y plus means Y upward, right? Y upward, Z negative means Z this side. So it is fifth, I guess, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, away from me, like that. So that is fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. Okay, I think very good. Your answer is correct. That's the fifth octane. Amazing. Let's do some more problem, right? I'll give you more points and you have to identify it correctly. And please do not refer to the table all the time. Take 1 or 2 minutes and quickly revise completely. The table part complete you have to revise and then do the question. It's not like you will write a question and will come back to the table and then find out the answer. So that way you will not learn, right? And it's really to, I mean, when you will remember the octane situation, exactly the position of octane, you will never get doubt in finding the exact octane for a given coordinate or a given point. Okay, dear. So question is, not literally a question, but in this form, like point is given 2, minus 3, 5, Q is 1, minus 1, 1, PQR 3, 0 and 0, S. Find out the octane, right? Find out the position basically. Octane X is what? Following points. Find out the position of following point. Very good, beta. You don't need to write third, fifth. You just can write 3, 4, 8 like that. I'll understand. Okay. It will take less time. That's it. Lesser time. S is 0 comma 0 comma 5, right? So 0 comma 0 comma 5 means 0 is x is 0, y is 0, only z is there 5. So this is the point on positive of z axis. Is this clear? In case of 3D, what you have to remember, my dear student, that if only one coordinate is 0, so that means two coordinates are non-zero, means a plane. This point is lying over a plane. And if only one coordinate is non-zero, rest two of the coordinate is 0, that means it is over the axis. Is that clear? 1 minus 2 minus 3. Now what is the answer? 1 minus 2 minus 3 means x positive, y negative and z negative, right? So what is your answer? Let me check. You have answered only for PQR. Anyway, 1 minus 2 minus 3. X positive, y negative, z negative, right? No, it's not actually sixth one. It is plus minus plus. It is 8th, right? It is 8th. Answer is 8th. Plus minus minus 8th. Okay, that's the correct answer. Next is 1 comma 2 comma minus 5. So x and y both are positive and we have z negative. So this is nothing but your fifth. You please check, Rahul, you should check for you, I guess, because you were saying, sir, it is 6th, but we are getting correct answer is 8th. Please check it. And the rest of your answers are correct. Very good. Now next topic is the distances of any general point P from the axis and the plane and the origin. So let's do that part as well. So it's very important. Distance formula. Very quickly, distance formula. A point is given x1, y1, z1. Some point B is given x2, y2, z2. Then distance AB can be written as square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square plus z1 minus z2 whole square. Alright, so this is the distance AB. Is that okay? Same formula as in case of we used to do in straight lines. So here we get only there we get only x and y, but here will be x, y and z, all three. Is that clear? Now, it's very, very important, the most important thing I would say in the topic, this whole chapter. First, if P is any point x, comma y, comma z, right? First, distance of P from origin. From origin means if x, y, comma z, x, comma y, comma z are one of coordinates of one point, which is x1, y1, z1, like that. So what is x2, y2, z2? 0, comma 0, comma 0. So when you will apply in this formula, you will get x square plus of y square plus of z square. Is that clear? Root over x square plus y square plus z square. Second, distance of P from x-axis. Distance of any point P from x-axis. Okay, before x-axis, let's find out the distances from planes. Distance of point P from xy plane, from yz plane, from zx plane. Okay, let's find out all these distances. from xy plane. What is the answer? So what is the distance from xy plane? Any answer? Any guesses? Random guesses? Wild guesses? Without any logic? Anything? Tell me, what is the distance of any point P xyz from xy plane? I think when you write this kind of thing, like distance of this point from xy plane, from yz plane, from x-axis, y-axis, so it should be in front of you. Like whenever you're solving this kind of problem in 3D, that particular figure should be in front of you. This is x, this is y, this is z, right? Some point x, y, z, right? Now, if this is yz plane, this is yz plane, so what is the distance? What is the distance? Z, right? Z. Now, if z is positive, so you will say, suppose if z is 3, so you will say 3. But if z is suppose minus 3, you can't say minus 3. You can't say minus 3. So, that's the reason whenever coordinates are given and you have to find out some distances, we always apply mod z. xy mod z, yz mod x, zx mod y. Very simple. Fifth, one, distance of any point from x-axis, right? Distance of point P x, y, z from x-axis. Now this is really good. Tell me what is the answer. Any guesses again? Anyone? Okay, let's see. I'll try to make you think of it, how x-axis distance you will be finding. Na? This is suppose x-axis, right? This is suppose x-axis. And this is the situation, like this is x, y, this is x, right? X, y, this is z. Okay? This is x towards you, vertically y, and this is the z. Okay, can you see? Can you see? Right? Okay, this is z. Now you see, this is x, y, this is z. The inside, right? Towards me, this is z. X, y, z. X, y, z. Okay. Distance of any point P. Let me take point somewhere here, anywhere space, right? Anywhere here. I am not taking in the xy plane, I am taking somewhere here, right? This is the plane. I mean the point P x, y, z. So, we have to find from the x-axis, we have to find the distance, this distance from x-axis, right? This is the x-axis, this is the x-axis. Here is the point. Here is the point. How would you find the distance? This is the diagram, this is the diagram, this is the situation, see? This is not directly some mod x, mod y, mod z. This distance would be this one, which is actually a right angle. You see, this distance you have to find, one perpendicular, this is the base, this is the hypotenuse. I mean, it's really difficult to show you, but I hope you can understand. This distance will be y square plus z square. It will be a right angle triangle, right? We have to find the distances from zx plane and xy plane to find out the distance from x-axis. Sixth, well, you can remember, you can mug it up. If you do not understand, you will understand, don't worry. You will understand, don't worry, but you should remember this. This is my humble request. y from, it would be from y z square plus x square. Lastly beta, 7th from z axis it would be x square plus y square. X square plus y square. Is it clear? Any doubt, anyone? So these are all distances from the origin, the xy plane, means all the plane, and then all the axes. Okay. Okay. So let's do some questions now. And let me write down some more things like 8 point, which is again important. Any point on the x-axis, How it would be? It would be alpha comma 0 comma 0. 9th, any point on the y-axis. So guys, any point on the y-axis, that would be 0 comma beta comma y. Here you will get only some y coordinate, x and z both will be 0. Likewise, point number 8. On the x-axis only we get x coordinate, rest of the 2 coordinate will be 0. Clear? 10th one, any point on the z-axis. So that will be 0 comma 0 comma gamma. Is it clear? 0 comma 0 comma gamma. Eleventh, equation of x-axis. Equation of x-axis. What is the equation of x-axis? If anything is over x-axis, how would you actually write it mathematically? Think of it. If something is over the x-axis, right, some point is over the x-axis, so you would say some 3 comma 0 comma 0 or 4 comma 0 comma 0, like that only. Or maybe you can take minus 6 comma 0 comma 0. So how do you define? In all the cases, whenever you are changing something, when you are writing different points on the x-axis, you get 2 comma 0 comma 0, 3 comma 0 comma 0, minus 6 comma 0 comma 0. So x is changing, but y is 0, z is 0, always, right? So this is the equation: y equals to 0 and z equals to 0. Is that clear? Both y equals to 0 and z equals to 0, both have to be there. Equation of y-axis. What is the equation of y-axis? X 0 and z 0. Equation of z-axis. So that will be x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Okay. Next is equation of xy plane. Equation of xy plane. Equation of xy plane means what? Xy plane. Now this is x, this is y, this is z. So basically this is nothing but the xy plane, right? Xy plane means there is no z coordinate. Z coordinate will always be 0 over xy plane. If you are above or below the xy plane, you will get some z coordinate, some +1, -1, -half, like that. Okay. So equation of xy plane is always what? Y comma 0. I mean y equals to 0. Next is equation of yz plane. So that will be dear x equals to 0. These are very confusing when you actually try to mug it up without even understanding. That will be really difficult, I am telling you. You may remember it for 2 or 3 days, but after that you will forget it. But if you remember it, if you try to understand it logically, you will always remember it, right? Always, for all of your life. From ZX plane. ZX plane. So that will be y, this is Z equals to 0, this is x equals to 0, this is y equals to 0. Clear everyone? These are very, very important points. Okay, you please remember these. You can get some 1 or 2 marks question over these basic points. The question is that everybody done? Please respond. Then you are supposed to do question. Question is, find the distance. Very good, beta. Find the distance between 2 given points in the each case. First, PQ okay, enough. Okay, third one is fourth is one, 2, 3 and 4. There are a total of 4 cases. Find out the distances between P and Q. Now, obviously, you can find out the distance. That is not my purpose, right? Just writing the formula root over x1 minus x2 whole square and all, putting the values and finding the answer. No, that is not the purpose. The purpose is, wherever applicable, try with some IQ. Try to solve with some IQ, right? Start with the formula, but realize the fact that how it would be otherwise possible. Like in first case, 3 minus 1, 4, 0, 0, 4, right? So what is the answer? Applying the formula, you will get mod PQ as root over 3 minus 0, so 3 whole square plus minus 1 minus 0 to the whole square. So that is minus 1 whole square plus 4 minus 4, so that is 0. So what we get? We get 9 plus of 1 root 10 is the answer. Okay, 9 plus 1 root 10 is the correct answer. Second, 0, 4, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3. So mod PQ will be 0, 2, right? So minus 2 ka whole square, 4 minus of minus 2. So that will give you beta 6 whole square. And finally we get minus 1 minus of 3, which is minus 4. So this is minus of 4 to the whole square. Let's solve this one. You will get 4. You will get 4 4 plus 36 plus 16. So answer is 40 root 56. 2 root 14. That's the answer. Root 10 root 2 root over 14. Third one, P is given minus 4 comma 0 comma 0, Q is given 8 comma 0 comma 0. Now this is something which you should use IQ. I mean, if you write down the formula, you will be using the same time. I'm not saying that, but still, there is something to observe, right? Minus 4 comma 0 is basically the point over the x-axis. Is that clear? Over the x-axis in minus 4 in the left side. We have 8 comma 0 which is again over the x-axis but in the positive side. So this is the origin. We get 8 here and we get minus 4 here. So at the end they are going to add. So total distance will be 12. Right? Graphically you can actually find out that distance would be 12. But by formula wise also you will get the same answer. Solve it, you will get the same answer, 12. Okay. Next is P 356376. So again 0 but still you can directly find out that particular 0 comma 0, but 3 6 we cannot see clearly. I mean not that quickly, right? So beta 356376. Again, think of the same way. 3 6 both are same. The only change is in the y coordinate, right? What's the answer? 2 will be the correct answer. Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, great. So let's take a break now, and we'll continue in 7-8 minutes. Not that longer. Okay, please come back. Just for washroom and for drinking water, and that's it. Right? And when you're back, just give me a text. Okay? So take care. It's break time now. Hello, hello. Hello. Yeah, Rahul, so I think you're back, right? Actually, you were waiting. I'm sorry. Got something to do. So, the next question is, write something, Rahul. Please write something. Next question is, so that the points P minus 2, 3, 5, Q 1, 2, 3 and R, which is 7, 0, minus 1 are collinear. So that these 3 points P, Q, R are collinear. How would you prove this? The concept so far we know is distance formula, right? Distance formula and some distances of any point from standard or x-axis, y-planes, xz plane and like that. How would you find this? If 3 points are collinear, that means suppose if you have this case where we have this A, B and C. So my dear student, I can write mod of AB plus mod of BC equals to mod of AC. If this is the case, if these 3 points are collinear, so summation of the two distances would be the summation of total distance. Okay, let's find out this one. PQ. What is PQ? PQ is minus 2 minus 1 whole square minus 3 whole square, 3 minus 2 whole square, 1 whole square, 5 minus 3, just 2 whole square. What is the answer? This is 9 plus 1 plus 4. Root 40. Okay, root 40. Similarly, mod QR. Let's find out mod QR. So, mod QR is 1 minus 7. So, minus of 6 whole square, 2 minus 0. So, that is 2 whole square and finally 3 minus of minus 1. So, beta it will be plus of 4 whole square. Clear hoga? It is clear everyone. Next is minus 6 whole square is 36 plus of 4 plus of 16. So, we will get total of 16 plus 4, 20, 56, which is 2 root 14. Okay, 2 root 14. Let's find out PQ distance, PR distance. PR distance now. So, that is minus 2 minus 7, right? So, minus 9 whole square minus 9 whole square plus this one is 3 minus 0 whole square, 3 minus 0 whole square and beta lastly 5 minus of minus 1, which is 6 whole square. So, what do we get? We get 81 plus of 36, which is in total 117. Okay, what is this actually? This is root over 117. One 117 is 9 into 14. No, it is not. I think I have done something wrong. Minus 9 whole square. PR, na? PR. What will be PR distance? PR distance will be, okay. I'm really bad. 3 whole square. It's not 0 whole square, it's 3 whole square. I was supposed to add 9 more. I'm sorry. My bad. So, beta, this would be 81 plus 9 plus of 36. So, here we get total of root over 9126, which is 3 root 14. 3 root 14. Okay. So these are three distances: root 14, 2 root 14, 3 root 14. So clearly, what is the answer? That P and R are the extremas, and two extremas, and where we have P and R extremas, and Q will be somewhere here. Root 14. This is 2 root 14. Right. So this will be your total 3 root 14. Hence we have proved. Is that clear? As we are getting mod PQ plus mod QR equals to mod PR, hence PQR are collinear points. Is there any doubt, anyone? Now, as we do question in 2D, solving the vertices of for a isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, whether these three points or the coordinates will form a triangle or not, which kind of triangle that will be, parallelogram. So all of those, right, will be here in this 3D. Is that clear? So Z coordinate is the extra one. If I'll give you a question, 0, 7, minus 10, 1, 6, minus 6, and we have 4, 9, minus 6. Now the question is, are the vertices of an isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle. True or false? Question is true or false. These 3 points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle, true or false. So what you have to do, you will be finding all the distances and you will check whether two side lengths are equal or not. If they are equal, it is a isosceles triangle. Alright. Let's say this is A, this is point B, and this is some point C. So what is mod AB? Mod AB will be 1 whole square plus 1 whole square minus 10 minus 6, so that will be plus 6. So you will get minus of 4 whole square, which is root over of 1 plus 1 plus 16, root 18, right? 3 root 2. BC, mod BC is 4 minus 1 whole square, which is 3 square, plus 9 minus 6 whole square, which is again 3 square, and 0. So here we get 9 plus 9, which is root 18, which is again 3 root 2. Lastly, AC, mod AC will be 4 square plus 2 square plus 4 square. So this will be 36. 16 plus 16, 32 plus 4, 36, which is 6, right? So two distances are we are getting 3 root 2 and 3 root 2, and one distance is 6. So yes, clearly it is a isosceles triangle like this. P, Q, R. This is 6, 3 root 2 and 3 root 2. Equal sides. All right. So this is all about the very first class or the introductory class on 3D geometry. In the next class, we will be continuing with this chapter. Like the other formulas, section formulas, midpoint formulas, right? All the coordinates formulas, locus we will also talk about. Okay. So probably in the next class we will finish our syllabus for, not the syllabus, but the chapter 3D geometry for your 11th class syllabus. Okay. Is there any doubt, anyone? All right, very good then. So take care, and we'll see you in the next class. Okay. And if you have any doubt, you please ask me on WhatsApp. Okay. Good night, everyone. Take care. We'll see you in the next class. Bye bye.